Hey guys, how's it going? It's Zach. This is going to be a little bit of a different vlog because I really just want to make sure I have my information straight. I'm not, like, jumping all around, so here goes. I've had a fracking fantastic Friday. Good Friday, might I add. I took in a couple of services, and those were phenomenal. I went to a performance at one of the churches in town about the whole Easter story, like death, burial, resurrection. Excuse me. It was so great. I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is beautiful because it's the story of Christ, and it's beautiful theater. Like, all the actors were a lot of my friends. But my excitement is over the past couple of days. If you've been watching my videos for the past little while, you know I'm a huge fan of the show King of the Nerds on TBS. The second season ended a little while ago with King Kayla. Yes. She came up with this thing called the Nerd Army. And her first decree was that we tell TBS that we want a third season. So we've been tweeting all over with the hashtags Nerd Army and Nerds Rule. Just basically letting TBS know, hey, so many people want a third season. And that's been going so good. And it's paid off. The other night, a Twitter handle, KOTN Casting, said there was a big announcement and my whole Twitterverse was just in uproar about it. Because we could pretty much tell what the announcement was gonna be. A third season of King of the Nerds has been confirmed. Very shortly after, a picture flyer on how to apply showed up, saying, like, this is how you apply. You need to give us this, you need to give us this, you need this, and then we'll talk. I sent that in, my whole bio thing, in maybe like half an hour after I saw the post. And then I watched the Nerd Army briefing that happens on Thursday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the regular slot time for King of the Nerds, and that was cool. The Nerd Army briefings are made up of our commanders. Of course, King Kayla, Melissa, the Dolphin Poet, Dylan, 8-Bit Homo, Jared, JM_Finn, Buddha, at Buddha Beware, and Astro John. They do these weekly shows, just kind of hang out, talk on Google Plus Hangouts. During this previous hangout, they were discussing advice and tips on how to, when you go to apply. Actually, surprisingly, I used a lot of their information, even though I didn't know that they were going to say it. Because I submitted my bio even before the hangout started. Because I couldn't wait, because, yeah, if I have the shot, I'm taking it. I sent in my bio last night. Tonight, or rather this afternoon, actually more like morning. No, it was afternoon. Yeah, this afternoon, I checked my mail. I have a response to my bio from King of the Nerds Casting saying they want me to make an audition video to go along with my bio. That is like a huge step forward. I was ecstatic to get it, but I can't celebrate that much because I have a lot of work to do. I need to really pan out my audition video on how I want it to go because I need to showcase how much of a nerd I am. If you've been watching me for a while, you know just how much of a nerd I am. I don't just want to go into this like, hey, ho-hum, I'll figure it out as I go along. No, this needs planning. This needs to be thoroughly thought out and planned. Like, hit this point, this point, this point, and then just show it in a fantastic way. For the last season, I was a little bit hesitant about it because I didn't know if it was the right move, if I would be able to do it, and I had my doubts. I really did. But this time around, no doubts. I'm just gonna go for it. It's like Kayla said, the worst thing that could happen is they say no. That's the worst thing. But the best thing that could happen, I get on the show. And then another Canadian will represent for nerds everywhere. And also for guys, because the last two kings have been girls. Nothing against Celeste or Kayla, but it's time for a guy to take the crown and the throne. That's all I want to say for tonight, guys, is how awesome a Friday I had, and this whole King of the Nerds, Nerd Army thing that I'm getting into, that I'm doing, so excited, and I really hope it goes well. From the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for always supporting me on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube. Thank you all. You guys are why I do this. I love you for it, and I'll see you in my next video. I gotta go work on my application.